it is finally election day. We've been counting it down day after day, and 100 million Americans have already voted. People are lined up around the country to cast their ballots, and yesterday, both candidates hit the trail to make their final pitch to voters. Take a look.
Every corrupt force in American life that betrayed you and hurt you, they are supporting Sleepy Joe Biden.
Presidents don't determine who gets to vote. Voters determine who's going to be the president.
We are creating an economic powerhouse unrivaled anywhere in the world.
We're going to beat this virus. We're going to get it under control. And the first step to beating this virus is beating Donald Trump.
We have made America proud again. We have made America safe again. And we will make America great again.
Folks, it's time to stand up and take back our democracy. We can be who we are at our best. The United States of America.
Well, I mean, everybody's talking. They've all got, we've done this, and all the headlines seem to be focused on how, high anxiety seems to be right now. And I've heard it from my friends. People are calling me up, sending me stuff saying, oh my God, what's going on? And people are really annoyed because I say, well, we're not going to know till we know. So where's your head at, Joy?
Yeah. For about tonight, well, I feel like I did on my first wedding night, I was expecting something great, but I was anticipating a disappointment also. So it's like that. The one good thing I think that's coming out of this, or there are a few things, and that is this early voting business is fantastic. I mean, all these years I've been voting on election day, and I used to think, what the hell's the idea of having 350 million people in this country, all right, let's say 200 million of them are going to vote on this one stupid day, this one day. First of all, people are working that day, and they have to get babysitters and all sorts of things. I mean, they could never, it just shows you that the founding fathers or whoever came up with this idea had no desire for us to vote. They make it as hard as possible. But also, the other thing I've been noticing is he's made America proud again. I'm not proud of a president who has to build a wall around the White House because President Bone Spurs is too scared to go out or what's going to come in. President Obama, the first black president that we've ever had in this country, and we know that about these racists out there, he never had a wall. He never had to build a wall because he was courageous. This guy is just a big old chicken. Anyway, that's where I'm at today.
Excuse me. What are you thinking, Sonny? What are you expecting today? Excuse me, it's a little gas. What are you expecting today?
I've been texting with friends last night and this morning, and my good friend Rich, I think, summed it up. He said he's sort of lurching between cautious optimism and existential terror. And I think that's exactly kind of where I am. It does feel like when I was a prosecutor and I was waiting for a verdict in a case, I'm sort of on pins and needles. But what I'm really concerned about, Whoopi, is the voter suppression and the voter intimidation that we've been seeing. We know that 100 million people have already voted, but we also know that there are so many others that are hoping that their votes will count. I loved what Leslie Odom from Hamilton put out yesterday. He put out his song "Wait for It" and said, this vote is so important. It's so important that we can count these ballots. We can wait for it. And you have President Trump who's saying any decision that is made or any ballots that are counted after tonight should not count. That is so un-American. So, I'm sort of cautiously optimistic, but I'm really concerned that all of these absentee ballots that are coming in, made from our military, from our elderly, from all over the country, may not be counted. And I think the Republicans are sort of counting on that as a strategy, and that is really, really disconcerting for me.
Right. And what's your anxiety level, Sarah? Are you extremely anxious? Are you tiny bit anxious? Or you just know it's going to be what it's going to be?
I'll go with the option above extremely anxious, and it goes minute to minute. But I feel this day has been like 4 years in the waiting, and now I'm like, hurry up and get there, and now I just want it to be done. Like, I want to know the results. I keep going between wanting to tune in and wanting to tune out. I was driving here today, and the city, the heart of the city, is boarded up like we're in a hurricane zone. And there was this ominous feeling of what is going on here, because voting, the day of elections, was always a day you proudly displayed your "I voted" sticker, and it had a patriotic feel to it. What I'm placing my hope on is all these people who have come out to vote. As we've heard, we've set unprecedented numbers. The last time we had, they're projecting right now about 67% turnout. The last time we had that is in 1900. So this is democracy flexing its muscles and at its best. And I think I sit here reminding myself and telling myself, because I have to believe this, that everything is going to be okay no matter what. No matter what, we will make this through it. History is about ebbs and flows, and we will overcome. That's what I keep telling myself, because that's about, yes, I have to believe that to keep going, because I have a weight. Yeah.
Well, we're going to go and
Joy,
talk
I have
more,
a
because
few
I
more
want to talk
decades
to Anna
before I can
about
get
this as
cynical.
well.